Okay, let's take a look at a more complex capital structure with a split. And how do we manage our framework with a split? So here I have a question. Go to last line, compute the earnings per share. Okay, so earnings per share basic first is equal to net income minus preferred stock dividend over weighted average common shares. We just keep writing this out over and over again, like multiplication tables. 5 times 5 is 25. You learned it in second grade. You're going to learn this now, and it's going to serve you on the exam. Okay, net income 150 million minus preferred stock. So I have 100 par, 3 million shares. So I have 300 million times 9% equals 27 million. Okay. So some of these things I can multiply just by hand here, and other times I get the calculator out and I double check things. Okay, so 150 minus 27. And now I have to get the weighted average common shares. So our framework is date, quantity, and then if split. And so since we know it's split, we're going to have two quantities. We're going to have a second quantity, the time, and then our equal. So I still have 4 columns, and then my result. So my date from 1/1 to 2/28, I'm going to assume 200. Assume we don't have a leap year there. Happy birthday to all the leap years. Times 1.05. So there's my split, and that equals 205. My time is 2/12. And then on 3/1, we purchased 24 million shares of our own treasury stock. Watch those words. The verb we purchased. Okay, so we brought back into the treasury stock 24 million shares. So I have 176, and that 3/1 lasted until 9:30, and that is 1.05. Okay, so my 176 times 1.05 is 184.8. Now, my 7, I put a line in here for my 7/1 split. I leave a space there, and then my next layer came after the split. Okay, so these would have all been stocks that were already puffed up by 1.05, right? So my time here on this layer is 7/12. Now what I do is I take my result of the amount that was applied retroactively. So your split is here. It's being applied retroactively through the layers. These are layers of time, okay? So you layer it and you split it, and you apply it to the layers before the time of the split. So the time of the split was right in between here. So this 3/1 number would have been affected by the split. Here's what we do. We take this 184.8 and we move it over here, because now these splits, these stocks are 184.8, and any transactions after that would apply to 184.8, not the 176. All right, so I have, I reissued treasury shares, so I put them back out in the market. So now I have 188.8. And that is not split, because there's no splits after that, and I have that at 3/12. Okay, so 205, okay, times 2/12 equals 35. 184.8 times 7/12 is equal to 107.8. Check these numbers on your calculator. Remember, you're going to be writing things down exactly as I've written them, but you're going to have to use your calculator. Get your calculator out and calculate these numbers as well. 184.8 times 3/12 equals 47.20. I'll give you a few minutes to catch up on your calculator. Okay, so 188.8. That seems to be a nice round number there. Okay, so that is going to total 190. So this total is 190. This total is 12 over 12. And this total, I'm ending up the year with 188.8. Let's put the 190 in here. So I'm at 123 over 190. And that's going to be equal to 64 cents. So my basic earnings per share, my answer is 64 cents a share. This is the framework demonstration for how you manage a split and keep track of your capital structure when there are transactions that occurred after the split. Okay, and I have truncated these numbers, so they are not millions, but they are now truncated, so we put them back up so that they're proportionate. So we make sure that we're truncated the same amount on the top numerator, and we truncated the bottom the same amount. Okay, that is my weighted average.